All right. Hello. It's your boy Juan back at it again with another movie review. Today I'll be reviewing Evil Dead Rise, directed by Lee Cronin, starring Alyssa Sutherland and Billy Sullivan. Now I'm gonna get this out the way. I have not seen a single Evil Dead movie. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's not really been a horror franchise that just popped in my head to just watch. I don't know why, but I know what it is. I respect what it is because it's Sam Raimi. I love Sam Raimi. He directed, as you all know, the original trilogy, the original Spider-Man trilogy, and I love those movies growing up. Directed Multiverse of Madness, which I believe is an underrated MCU movie. But yeah, I wasn't really planning on reviewing this movie, but I saw a few YouTubers and a few people on TikTok reviewing this movie, and it caught my attention. So I was just like, you know what? What the hell? I'll just go to the movie theater, watch it, saw it with my brother, and bro, I am pleasantly surprised on how enjoyable this movie was. Alyssa Sutherland as Ellie, which is the person who's possessed basically for the majority of this movie, she acted so well as a possessed person. She was scary, she was creepy, she was very insulting, and you could tell she really enjoyed playing this type of character. Lily Sullivan as Beth, who was the protagonist of this movie, was a great protagonist in my opinion. Not to say, not to say that she was better than Bruce Campbell, not because I've never seen any of those movies, but I hear from like other Evil Dead fans saying that Bruce Campbell as the protagonist in the original Evil Dead movies was a great protagonist. I'm not saying that she was better than him. I've never seen those movies, but in this movie, Lily Sullivan as Beth was a great protagonist. I found myself like kind of cheering for, wanting her to protect, her family members around her. The actors as well playing the kids in this movie was great, especially the little girl. I think her name was Neil Fisher. Her name was Cassie in the movie. She was great. She was probably the best one out of all the kids. Not to hate on the other kids, but she was my favorite kid out of the three. She was very like, her emotions were great. You've kind of felt like she was actually scared, like on set of that movie, which is kind of insane, honestly. I also like caught myself like feeling bad for the characters on screen, especially the side characters, like the characters that are basically the ones that live across the hall from this apartment or next door, like the neighbors. Like, you kind of feel bad for them with how they get treated, by the possessed woman. And also, bro, I just said, bro, the movie takes place in a high rise apartment building, and that was a great choice. Because they use the environment of a high rise building so well in this film, and it's great. I absolutely love, especially the elevators. Oh my god, so good. You could tell by how this movie was filmed that the people who worked on this film were like inspired by Sam Raimi's style of directing, because there were certain shots in here where it just reminded me of like that's such a Sam Raimi thing to do, like the up close shots, the eyeball shots, the reflection shots in this movie, and also kind of like the choice of music in certain situations. Like, it was really good. And also there was also one scene in particular where it reminded me of that scene from Us by Jordan Peele, where Red is like, I forgot her character's name, was basically like in front of her with her back turned to her, and I forgot her name, the background character is just like standing there listening to her with this, it's just a weird point of view in that movie. I'll put it in the video right now to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that perspective of that's the a perspective from that movie is also in this scene as well. It kind of just reminded me of that. I don't know if it was just inspired by Jordan Peele, or I don't know if Sam Raimi has done that in the original Evil Dead movies, but it just reminded me of the Jordan Peele movie. And also, there's also a scene in here where it involves like just a door peephole point of view, which I thought it was a great scene because I've never seen something like that before, so I thought it was pretty cool. The more I try to remember this movie, the more I'm realizing the very minimal jump scare. I don't even think there was a jump scare in this movie. Honestly, I can't remember a single jump scare, and that honestly that's a good thing because that just shows that the story was dark and the camera work was like really freaking amazing. And yeah, it's just hitting me that I'm not remembering any jump scares. And also there's the ending. There's a scene where they reveal something, and in my head, I'm just thinking The Last of Us Part Two in particular. The Last of Us Two. If you ever played The Last of Us Two, you know that scene with Abby. Where that that thing is revealed. That's what that scene from that movie reminded me of, and I got major PTSD from that. Shout out to my homie Josiah if he sees this video. Yeah, a major PTSD. Also, when the story was wrapping up, like when the film was wrapping up, I forgot about something that happened in the beginning of the movie, which was the opening scene. It could be because it was just weird because the beginning, the opening scene, and the ending scene kind of have nothing to do with like the main. I mean, it does, but like you could have lived without it. I feel like it didn't need to be in the movie, but it happened, and yeah, that's kind of like my only. That's not even a complaint, really. That's like I don't know. That was just like a small nitpick that I could just live with. But overall, if you're in the mood to watch a scary movie, not even scary movie, I feel like scary movie and horror film or scary movie and horror movie, I feel like those are two different types of movies. Like a scary movie would be like Scream, the new one. That's more of a scary movie because there's mainly just jump scares. There's some comedy in it. It's kind of like, it's just, just jump scares in that. But a horror movie, it's just like a darker tone type of movie. The storyline is dark. There's actual literal dark humor in the movie. It's just yeah, if you're a horror fan, you'll love this movie. I have no idea how long this video is, but from the way I was recording it, it feels short and sweet, and that's okay because this film was not even that long. It was only like an hour and 30. It was a pretty straightforward horror film, which I loved. But yeah, anyways, if you like the movie, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And peace out. Have a good day.